Megha. Welcome to Passionpreneur Success Stories.
Thank you, Anju.
How are you doing today?
Yes, I am very good. How about you?
Very well, and so happy to have you here. And I would want you to briefly share your introduction with the audience as to what you do, who you are, and what brings you here.
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for having me here. I am also too much excited to share about my journey because I think this particular journey has been a turning point in my life, specifically in my mid-career. Okay, so to briefly introduce myself, by profession, by qualification, I am an engineering professional, and I was working with engineering companies in EPC sector, specifically like thermal power plant, like oil and gas. So I have been working as a structural designer, structural engineer for 15, 16 years. And all throughout my life, I was always very ambitious and I always wanted to climb up the corporate ladder. And I was high performer in my career. And there was this phase in my career. In 2018, I got stuck. And then I was looking forward for what is the next game for me, what exactly I have to do in my after my mid career. And that point of time I got introduced to Dev through one of the webinar, and then my journey got started here. So like after that I changed my career path from engineering professional to now I am a career coach, I'm a business coach, and I help mid-career engineering and technical professionals to grow in their mid-career and also to explore various possibilities in their mid-career. And I call myself as mid-career possibilitarian coach. So that's a brief about me.
That is very interesting and a good, amazing journey that you have led throughout. And of course, you have been very ambitious, and today you are here helping so many more people in the domain of engineers and also in the businesses. It's good to know about you, Megha. And of course, I would say congratulations on your progress. We have seen the grit, we have seen the hunger, we have seen your throughout journey of transformation. If you would like to also briefly describe the challenge or the problem you were facing before you joined Passionpreneur Mentorship.
Yeah, certainly. So as I said, I was working in corporates for 15, 16 long years. And there was a point in my career wherein I was clearly able to see that I'm not growing. Okay. My career got stuck at one particular place. And despite all my degrees, despite all my certifications and all my hard work, all my performance, I was seeing myself being stuck at one place. And that really used to disappoint me. And I used to think, what is the way ahead? What I should be doing so that I can unstuck from this position and I can again grow exponentially the way I used to grow in my early stage of career, right? So, to just tell about myself, I have done masters in technology, that is MTech, that is MTech in structural engineering. I also done MBA, that is executive MBA in marketing. So, despite of all these things, I was feeling that I'm not growing, right? And to some extent, I would also say that, I was working in an industry which was also stagnated. So like thermal power sector, it was not growing well. And this was my position. So despite all my hard work, my academic qualifications and performance, I was not earning well, right? And that is the exact challenge I was facing in terms of the, I would say, monetary benefits or the financial gains part. On the other hand, when we talk about any career, when you should be you should be feeling very happy and fulfilled in that career. So even on that front, I was not very happy with my career. I always used to believe that maybe I should be in a career which will really give some meaning to my life, and I should feel very happy and fulfilled at the end of the day. But that was not happening. And I was going through this dilemma, and somewhere I realized that maybe I am a good person as an engineer, but probably I'm not best at this. Maybe I'm best at something else. And I have not realized what is the purpose of my life, what is the purpose of my existence on this planet. And all these questions used to bother me. And then, I met Dev as my mentor, and then I started learning from him. So these were the challenges. I was lacking the clarity, I was lacking the path ahead, and I was not knowing that how I can leverage few skills that I have and how I can reach out to more people to earn more money, to create more impact. So these things, these were the challenges I was facing.
Thank you for sharing those dire challenges very, very authentically. And of course, we are thrilled that you chose us. So, if you have to share, of course, there had been uh, various reasons that you became part of the Passionpreneur Mentorship. Um, but what was that single motivation that you felt, okay, now I have to join this Passionpreneur Mentorship? What was that one motivation?
I think the single most motivation I would say is Dev himself, because as I said, I was lacking clarity in my life. Okay. And as they ask this typical question in any corporate, that who would who would you like to become after 5 years, 10 years? And whenever these questions used to, asked in my company, I was like, okay, do I want to become HOD of this particular department? Do I want to become a project manager? Do I want to become a marketing person? So I was not getting the answer, right? So, and I was not very clear exactly what I want to become. So this particular, answer I got when the very first time I attended Dev's webinar, the first webinar, Quit 9 to 5 and Build Business Around Your Passion. So when I saw him impacting so many people, there were thousands of people in the room, and everybody was really mesmerized with the wisdom that he was sharing with people, and people were like, wow, and including myself, of course. And I can clearly see the impact that he was creating. And that day, one thing came to my mind: I want to become like this person. So I got answer for this question, that who do you like to become? So I got the answer that yes, I also want to become a coach, a mentor who will impact lives and who will really make a difference in this world. And I think that particular motivation stayed with me, and I continued the journey.
Wow, that is profound, actually. That's beautiful to know that you really, really got connected. And of course, you also found value in not only in what they've taught, but also into the entire mentorship journey. What was that specific part of the program that you thought that has given you maximum benefits, or maybe the most beneficial, if I have to rephrase it? What was that specific part of our program that you found the most beneficial, and why?
Hmm. So there isn't a single thing. Actually, there are so many things that have benefited me. But I would divide all these benefits into two buckets. One is non-tangible, other is the tangible things, right? So biggest non-tangible thing is the clarity that I got here. I think the person like me who was driven by logic, because my career roles, those always used to be like that. I always have a very logical process of thinking, and I used to take the decision taking into consideration logic, ignoring my feelings, ignoring my what my gut is saying, ignoring my intuition. So all these things I used to keep aside, and I just used to go ahead with the logic. Okay, for example, what is in the upcoming trend in the market, right? So I'll just focus on that, and I'll just go ahead with that, because probably that will give me the good benefits in terms of the money. But for the first time, I realized here when they've taught us about the clarity part, how we should be getting the clarity. So when he started with all this thing, that we have to get started with why. Okay, why do you want to do particular thing? That is your purpose. So that is basically your heart. What your heart is saying. We have to get started with the why part, and then we have to put our brains into it, and also our gut feeling, right? So I think this part in the non-tangible thing was very, very crucial. The reason behind that is, earlier my thought process was completely different. I used to think that I have worked into this industry for so many years. I have done masters and whatnot, and I have worked for so many years. So I cannot quit this particular career of mine, and I cannot make a new beginning. So that my logical mindset used to tell me. But when I realized that my why is something different, okay, so of course, whatever experience I have, that I can certainly leverage. But if my heart is saying that, I have to coach people, I have to guide people, I have to mentor people, I should be going ahead with that path. So to take this decision, from my why, from my heart, this program really helped me. Otherwise, I don't think that I could have gone ahead and I could have taken this kind of decision in my life to quit my corporate career behind and start something new. So I completely transitioned my career path after 16 years of corporate career, just because I got the complete clarity about my life. And this clarity comes into the non-tangible part, very crucial benefit that I got here. And now speaking about the tangible things. So tangible meaning it's the financial gains and the monetary things, So earlier, I never thought that person like me can earn something outside the job, right? Because I was always involved into the engineering task. I was always into the background. I was never at the front of any company because I was never into sales and marketing kinds of job. I was always into the operations part, always into the engineering kind of R&D kind of activities. So I thought I cannot sell anything to anybody, right? But this program gave me the confidence that, when you have the good intentions and a step-by-step process of building my own product, a step-by-step process of building my own community, and how to nurture this community, how to sell people, and also at the same time, how to create that impact so that each and every time you're selling something, you're also feeling happy, and the other person is also very happy to, get your services. So I think this was the tangible benefits that I got. I built my own products. I sold that to a lot of people. I earned lakhs of rupees. I could create my own community, and people know me now in industry that Megha is somebody who is for engineering people, technical people, and I'm here to stand for all these technical people because now it has become my mission. Right, my mission is to help 1 million engineers and technical professionals to earn the income and the respect they deserve. So this is something very beautiful. It's quite tangible. This is my business. Okay, so I'm calling it as a mission. But if you see, I have learned how to monetize my passion. Right. So it is a mission. It is my business. This is the very very tangible benefit that I got from here.
Beautiful. Again, fantastic job on your win and what you shared with us right now. It is amazing to know that it is not just the business part, but there's so many tangible and non-tangible things that you really got success in, and you're making a mark and making an impact through your business. Now, if you have to share a specific example of a bank that you achieved as a result, what would that be? Like, I know you shared about lakhs of money also made and impact also being created, but if you have to give a specific thing that, oh, this is something that I achieved and I think that was path breaking for you.
Okay, so the specific thing I would say, again, people might call this as intangible, that is the mindset part, but I think this part is also very crucial. So my earlier version was quite different. Whenever my husband used to tell me that, why don't you quit your job and why don't you start on, your own? I never used to, connect with that idea because I always used to see that, okay, I'm happy in the 9 to 5, and whatever I have to do, whatever progress I have to do, I'll be doing it in 9 to 5. And the reason behind that was probably, I am also somebody who's a family person. I like to have that autonomy in my kind of, work, and that I used to get in my jobs to some extent. I'll not say full autonomy, but I used to get that, and I was thinking that, okay, I'm earning decent. I'm getting Saturday, Sundays off. I never used to work on Saturday, Sunday. So why I should be starting a business? Why to worry and why to take the unnecessary tension? Okay. So that was my thought process. Even my father is also a businessman. He also used to tell me, how long you are going to earn like 1 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees per month. You should think about some big business, earning crores and all that. But I was never after money. Okay, because my drivers were quite different, my motivators were quite different. But when I came here, I realized that business is not even that difficult. Okay, person like me can also do the business, managing my family, giving priorities to, what I truly love, having that autonomy, having that freedom, all that is possible. And I think that is very much is the passionpreneur journey all about. It's not that having the setting up the business, which is kind of very traditional business, wherein 24/7 you are on the firefighting mode. I used to see people in my industry also, people who have started their engineering consultancy or some other kind of business. I used to see those people, and these people are always on firefighting mode. And I was like, I don't want to become like these people. Okay, at least I am better in my jobs. But when I saw, how Dave has given this idea about entrepreneurship, specifically a passionpreneur, I love this word, that it is a business on your passion. So it's not just a business, but you are enjoying each and everything about your business. And when I started living this passionpreneur life, wherein I was earning money, I was getting some time freedom also, I was also able to give time to my family, to my hobbies, to my interest, and I think this is wonderful. So this mindset shift I got here, which is really really a breakthrough, not just me. I would also say that my husband also got involved into all these things. He also really really like the way Dave shares, and like we are following all his teachings here. So my family's mindset also got changed somehow, right? So business is not like that difficult, business is not that boring. So you are enjoying, you are earning money, you are creating impact, and this is very beautiful journey. So this mindset shift of entrepreneurship journey, specifically for me, I think
Yeah.
that was the biggest breakthrough for me in this
Awesome.
entire journey.
That is like really, I mean, this bang is really inspiring. And specifically when you say that it is not just becoming an entrepreneur, but the word itself, draws you to dream big, to do a lot of things at your own terms, and that is passionpreneur. And that's the life, passionpreneur life that you said,
Yes.
uh, and I think that's beautiful to know that you're living that beautiful life and creating impact and also creating great money. So of course, there are various banks in terms of, the money part, also in terms of intangible part, also your family also getting uh, positively impacted by all that you are doing. So if you were to also share with us what has been the impact on your professional and personal life, so you shared in bits and pieces, but if you have to specifically say, what, professionally this happened and personally this happened, what would that look like?
Yeah, sure. I would like to share that. So first I would share about the professional part. So when I was working in jobs, I think very few people were knowing about me. Who is Megha? What are her values? What are the things for that she stands? So very few people, like my colleagues in a particular company, only those people were knowing about me. And as an introvert, I was not very good into connecting with people outside my domain. I was very good with the people, but those people who are known to me, right? I never used to cross the barriers and talk to people who are outside my circle. Even, if you say that way, I was not even good into connecting with non-technical people. There was a time when, whenever I used to speak to people, apart from engineering, I was not able to speak anything, right? So that was my version. And yeah, and I used to like what to talk to this person. Okay, is not coming from my industry, so is kya baat karni hai, right? So I was like that. Professionally, no networking, very few people knowing me, very less visibility outside my company. Okay, inside the company I was doing good, but outside the company, within the industry, nobody was knowing me. But when I came here, first and foremost thing that changed the complete game for me was the visibility on social media. I didn't have Facebook account. Okay, so today I can say this very proudly that when I came here, I was not aware about social media things, and I was the person who used to always stay away from social media. I used to think, why people share on social media. I don't want to share things on social media, right? I didn't have an account also. I was hardly on LinkedIn with hundreds of connections. Those were only known people, some of my colleagues and some of my, classmates in various curriculums. But when I realized my purpose, my context got expanded. It was not a small game for me. As I said, my mission become very big mission. It is reaching out to 1 million people. So I realized that I can leverage social media for this, right? And I kept aside my original personality, which was introverted, not connecting with people. And every day I go on social media, I share a few things on social media with the only intention that how I can help somebody, how can I impact somebody. With only this particular, intention, I create the content, and that gives me the happiness, right? So because of just this thought process, because of this kind of mindset shift about visibility and social media, I started becoming popular in my industry as well. A lot of people now know me that I am specifically working for engineers and technical professionals, and that to mid-career people. Now I have a lot of follower base. They follow me on social media. They time to time inquire about my service. I also get a lot of leads because of this. So this is the professional achievement that I got. All this leads, and my reputation, my personal brand also got enhanced on social media. And now, initially, people also used to text me that, Megha, you're completely changed. You were the different Megha whom we used to see. Now you're changed. And now, eventually, I became, best-selling author after starting my journey in Passionpreneur. So now I'm known as author, and now as I'm known as speaker, now and I'm known as coach and mentor. So my reputation also changed, and people now know me. People now recognize me. I think this is also something is a very, very great achievement in this journey in terms of the professional part. And
Wow.
personal part, I think, as a mother, we should also be, I also would like to share that aspect as a mother. Initially, when I was not knowing about all these ways of earning money, impacting people, all these vital skills of 21st century, a lot of this, digital skills, I was completely unaware of. So I used to think that only earning, good degrees and getting good marks in the exam is the only way ahead, even for my kids, right? So the first big breakthrough that I had in my personal life was I and my husband completely changed our perception towards our elder son. Okay, so he was in 10th standard at that time. So initially we were like, अरे पढ़ाई करो, पढ़ाई नहीं करेंगे तो कुछ नहीं होगा. So now we are not, we are not pressurizing him. We want him to be happy in his life, in his career, and we want him to follow the, ways that he would like to follow, because we now know that there are various possibilities. Earlier, there are few options, but now we know the possibilities. So I think in the personal life, this was the biggest um, takeaway that we implemented in our personal life. And because of that, even my son, he also got some relief from us. Initially we were different parents, and now we are different parents, and we can proudly say that now we are not pressurizing him from anything, and we are like, whatever you want to follow, we are with you, our support is with you. So just just explore all these opportunities. There are various possibilities apart from even your formal degree and certification, and you can do well. I think this is also something is very good. Otherwise, our earlier version was very, very confined. We were just thinking in the confined environment कि engineering को नहीं जाएंगे तो कुछ नहीं होगा. If you don't become go to medical engineering or good law college or MBA college. So I think that got broken now. That belief got completely shattered now, and now we are very, very open even for our kids to explore various types of careers in their life, and we are confident that it is possible and they can do it. So that was the person side.
It's so beautiful to see, there's so much of clarity in thoughts in professional and personal domains of your life, and it has been reflecting upon your parenting, your way of being, your the way you have been a mother before, and now it's really beautiful to know and very, very inspiring again. So how has your journey been so far? In, of course, you were part of Passionpreneur Mentorship first, and now in Inner Circle. So what, if you would like to share that, how both of these programs help you achieve, whatever you shared in terms of your bank also, or any other thing that you want to share, how was the journey in both programs?
So the journey was very beautiful, and if we are surrendering to this journey, I think you're going to get the amazing fruits. The same thing happened with me. I just surrender myself to the mentors, to all the processes that has been set here. Very, very, well thought processes, and these processes will work for each and everybody who is actually working on the same guidelines. So the first, like in the Passionpreneur Mastermind, I would first elaborate on that part. So I never thought that I can build my business in 6 months, right? I never thought that. Earlier version was like, salo lag jayenge. And for that, I did MBA as well. So in my MBA, my intention was to get the clarity about what I should be doing. Okay, what business I want to start. Okay, I took admission. I paid lakhs of rupees to this MBA college just to know about, okay, clarity about the business. But that couldn't happen. And when I came here, within a month I got clarity. Within a couple of months I was already, building my product. And within 3 to 4 months I built the product. I could sell also. And within 6 months I monetized few lakhs. So I think this is something which is incredible, because no other process can be faster compared to this. So if I have to, talk about any other courses, any other kind of programs, I don't think that any other program can give you uh, this level of speed that I got. And within 6 months, I was like, oh, I mean, I did it. Okay, I didn't realize that I can do it, but just, I borrowed mentor's belief, I borrowed Gurudev's belief, and I was like, yes, this is possible. Yeah. Earlier version was like, maybe, first 6 months में कुछ नहीं होगा, 1 साल लगेंगे, 2 साल लगेंगे, तब जाके कुछ selling होगा, तब जाके, people will be purchasing. But when this happened within 3-4 months, I think that surprised me, and then I never looked back. Okay, so within 6 months, when I could monetize a couple of lakhs, I was like, starting from negative, starting from, lacking the clarity, to having the clarity, and to start something, from scratch, because I started this business from scratch. There was nothing, even the idea was not there. So monetizing it within few months was something I would really give credit to all the processes. And I think that was incredible here. Then going ahead, but I also realized that, when we get started on this journey, my context got expanded. I was not just looking at earning lakhs of rupees. I wanted to earn crores of rupees, of course, and impacting more and more people. And I decided to continue with other programs like Passionpreneur Inner Circle, because I realized, I want to stay in the environment wherein there are a lot of, ambitious people. There are achievers, a lot of people in this other community who are already doing the business of crores, and every day they are, really doing great things. That was inspiring me. So I thought of continuing with Passionpreneur Inner Circle. And that time I realized that, on this particular journey, you should be having a vicinity of some people, a proximity of some people. Okay, you should surround yourself with some people who can always guide you, motivate you, right? It's not the 4 months journey, it's not 6 months journey, but it is a journey of few years. And inner circle, I think I learned a lot of things about entrepreneurship. Okay, because I was also solopreneur. Initially I used to do all the things. Initial few months I was doing all the things alone: social media content, nurturing the community, all the communication, everything I used to do alone, including conducting the webinars and selling in the webinars and closing in one-on-one call. Everything I used to do alone. But in inner circle, I got these lessons about how to, become an entrepreneur from a solopreneur, right? Basically a passionpreneur. So I changed my thought process. It was not very difficult, I mean, easy for me to hire somebody, to pay somebody, because I was, I can do this. But when I realized that, if I have to expand my business, I have to hire somebody. So I hired, 2 people, and I also took some people's help in terms of their freelancing services. And I started involving people in different things. And that gave me again more cushion to work on, the creative projects. I am now just focused on my delivery. I'm just focused on my building new products and how I can impact more people. And other parts, a lot of operational things are taken care by a couple of team members. And today I can see that this is real entrepreneurship. You have to again start building your team. So I have a plan. I'll be again recruiting few more people. I'll be, involving them into other activities, probably that can save some time for me. And again, I can think better for my business. So all these lessons I got from inner circle. When I used to see other people, the way they are having team and the way they are expanding their business and going from lakhs to crores. So that is something that really inspired me, and I started taking action. So I think this was one of the achievement to build my own team. Okay, so that is something I would call was the major milestone in inner circle journey.
Beautiful. I think you answered my next question also, that how it is different from other resources that you may have tried, and how actually you found value in various parts of this particular journey, like through PPMM and also then through PP Inner Circle, right? So thank you so much for sharing that part. Now, if you even though I know the answer for the leading next question, but still let me ask you in your words, would you recommend Passionpreneur Mentorship to others? If so, what would you say to them?
Very good question. So I think I would recommend this program more than 100% to all the people who are struggling with the clarity, who are not knowing what is the path ahead, who wants to be a part of, a very ambitious and highly driven community. If you are looking forward for this, this is the program for you. Because as I said, you can spend a lot of money at a lot of other places, but here, whatever you are going to get, I think that cannot be compared with the amount that you will be spending here. And just to mention here, when I took like this mentorship program, that time I didn't have money in my bank account because I had already quit my job, right? But I was so fascinated with all the idea about all this journey that I decided to sell my car. Okay, and I got few like I got some arrangement and then I paid for this program. But I think that was the best decision of my life, because I have paid lakhs of rupees in other programs like MBA as well, as I said, but these programs could not offer me the customized solution for my problem. Okay, all these programs are very theoretical and they talks very superficially. But here in Passionpreneur, the way it is designed, the way it is, a customized solution for your problem. And you might be thinking it is just business. But as I said, it's not just business. It is a holistic program. It is going to impact your personal life. It's going to impact your relationship with your spouse, relationship with your kids, relationship with your parents. Not just that, your professional relationship around your company, everything. It's not just the monetary gains in the business part, but also the recognition that you might be getting in whatever profession you are. Maybe you are trying to find a job, maybe you are currently running a business, maybe you're a freelancer. You are certainly going to get good recognition in your field, and you are going to be a completely different person. So rather than the monetary part, I would highly recommend this program just for the one reason about who you will become after this. I think, and that will change your entire life, because as Gurudev also keeps on telling a lot of times that character is something that that we build here. So once you develop your character, I think you are ready to accept any kind of challenges in your life, right? So that character building happens here. And you can see a lot of people, amazing people who have built great characters, and they have got a lot of grit here, and they are very, very, persevering about all their journeys. So those kind of people you will meet here, and you will also, compel yourself to be like them, and then your life will completely transform. So I think this is the unique program which is going to give you a holistic development, holistic transformation in your life. Not just you, but you will see the transformation around you, in your family, in your friends, in your kids as well. So I don't think there could be any other powerful transformation journey than this. This is not a program, this is a transformational journey, right? So I don't think that there could be any other journey like this.
Absolutely well said. You just nailed it. It's got so much in it. In one package, you are getting so many things, which is like the most surprising for a lot of our mentees, because they sign up for something, which is like maybe one thing or two things, but actually the way you shared everything, at every level, at every step, though, if you surrender yourself, you get much more than what you expect. And
Right.
definitely building that powerful character. I think that working on the being part is what takes you to the next level in the life. Yeah. So we are very excited about your future, Megha. What is your next goal and how does it align with what you have learned in Passionpreneur Mentorship?
Yeah. So I think I have expanded my context like anything, right? So I don't think small now. My earlier version was okay, chota hai, theek hai. But now I'm like, no. So currently I'm doing good as a coach for this engineers and technical people, but I am really looking forward to go to the international level. That is something is my immediate aspiration, because I can clearly see right now also I have, in my private community of people whom I'm nurturing, I can already see that there are people from 9 different countries. So international level people are also now engaging with me from various platforms like LinkedIn and Facebook, and they are part of my community. They are inquiring about my services, and I'm like, oh, now this is the time. Okay, so this is something that I really want to build, because I truly believe that if I can go globally, I can really create a great impact for all these technical people, because the challenges remain same in every country, little bit difference due to demographics, but at the end, the foundation remains same, right? So this is also one of my aspiration, that I really want to be known as a coach, a mid-career possibility coach at global level, international level. That is something is my dream, and I want to travel to world. I want to go to different places to create impact, to learn new things. Also, I want to get some new ideas from good people who are working, at international level. That is something is my dream as of now. And of course, in India, my dream is to help all these people, so that engineering is a very crucial part of, our economy, India's economy. And when I look at all these people, if they can have a very specific purpose in their profession that I'm currently teaching them, I think, we can have a lot of good people, a lot of good engineers who can have a big purpose, not just to earn salaries, not just to switch the jobs or to go to the higher level, but they should be having a very big purpose in their entire profession. And that is also one of my aim, that is going to help our country to go to the next level in terms of our economy. Maybe we can have, great innovation. So that is my dream, that how I can help these people to unleash their potential and find out their big purpose, so that they can go all out, and they can see their careers as a mission, not just, a particular job, a particular company, but as a big mission. And then we can have, great impact on our nation's development as well. So these are my two broad dreams that I shared, and I'm looking forward to, live these dreams very soon.
So are we. It is so powerful. I could clearly see a bold leader talking and, sharing her vision and really making an impact in not only like people's life, but actually ensuring that, they don't take job as a job or career as a career, but actually helping them really get their potential, the best potential to come out. And I can clearly foresee this, Megha, with the way you have that commitment and your vision, and you yourself are working so hard, onto all those things, onto all those resources, where you are enabling so many people to build not only their lives, but also thereby enabling to build a great nation. And we wish you good luck. We have seen your grit. We know you are a hungry lioness, and you have been learning and implementing and doing so many things and making the community and your mentors proud. And we wish that in the times to come, you make a great mark and leave a great legacy in the world. Thank you so much for all the beautiful and profound answers and your sharing. This is definitely going to help the community get a lot of inspiration. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much for having me here once again, and I really enjoyed this conversation.
Thank you.